Joe Diesel.
You're Joe
I'm
Diesel.
a singer. You're a welder from Dundalk. Get back in the mill.
Get back in the
Put
wreck.
him on the bus. I'm a limestone cowboy. You're not. You're a welder. Get back in the mill.
Get back there.
Limestone cowboy.
He said, but it's cold.
Thank you, Phoenix. I'm out of fuel. I'm dying back in motherfucker.
Joe Diesel, great grandson of
Mel Phillips. Where's Dan the man?
He's called off sick.
Hey, he wasn't here yesterday, was he?
He wasn't here yesterday.
He might have something. Might have the COVID.
I had the COVID.
The flu is very bad in Maryland right now. I got the fucking ex-wife fucking telling me hi. She earned 25. She earned 25 fucking years. You might get the old motherfucking drill machine. The old diesel power fucking bump.
I will.
Yeah. You don't look bad either. Huh. I mean, you ain't gonna say that unless you've got something in mind. I know that motherfucker. There's only one thing you can tell me hi for. She knows that. I've seen her a year after we're divorced. Every time I see her, hey. One, you didn't have dinner. You ain't going out. You ain't getting a snowball. I don't want to see your kid. And one reason you call me. Get the old motherfucking duty chute cleaned out. Get some of that old time rock and roll. There's Sparky here. Sparky Dean.
Tell us a little bit about
Uncle Rudolph.
Uncle Rudolph.
Rudolph Diesel invented the diesel engine in 1942. After he got the patent, he disappeared on a German ship, a German Navy ship, a destroyer. Right after he motherfucking had that patent. I mean, diesel engines are made today. He made the first one. Oh, he is related down the line. Yes, he is. How many diesel patents after he made that? And then right after he invented it, the motherfucker disappeared, and that was when Hitler was running Germany. I mean, they had diesel-powered tanks. Yeah. The Tigers, the Panthers, 44, 45, maybe even 43, because he invented that 42 equipment. And we had gas. Over there in Africa, running around with gasoline fucking motors. The ship was getting in the engines, stalling them out. They got an 88 millimeter cannon off a Tiger looking at him. Millimeter again. He got 3-ply armor. He's got 9-ply armor. He's running. You're dead. No, that's what happened there. But if they could have manufactured like America, which is hard, we made 50 Shermans to 1 Tiger. That's how much we could make more than other countries. Even though they were substandard, you're going to kill them by number. But if they could have kept up with us in production, you know, if they could have took fucking Russia and opened that up as a manufacturing camp, you know, I've been going, Zeke, there wasn't no crime when Hitler run Germany. There was no crime. You could do whatever you want. Very high union man, very pro-union. And another thing you want to do is Google a 1938 Chevrolet, and it'll be a 4-door deluxe. I mean, it'll look like an egg. It was horrible looking. And then Google a 1938 Mercedes-Benz convertible. That was Hitler's staff car. That was fucking one of the most beautiful cars, diesel powered, fuel injected. I mean, and ours has like a flathead 4-cylinder in it. It was horrible. The old business coupe Chevy. That just sold in an auction in Arizona for $2 million. His car that he used to ride around in, braids and shit. 38 Mercedes. Wasn't Jay Leno, who's one of the biggest collectors in the United States. It was another huge collector. There's Rick Hendrick of Hendrick Motorsport of NASCAR. He owned all the Chevrolets, Dale Earnhardt, but Jeff Gordon, he owned all of that. And there's another big collector, 3 main connectors. Reggie Jackson, the old baseball player, is a huge collector. We got some real big collectors in America. And it was one of them who bought that car, $2 million. It didn't even last. Pulled it up. That's the Fuhrer's car. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Oh my God. Still running. It had low miles on it. It was this parade car, convertible. Reinforced T1 steel in the doors. I mean, it was a special edition. Put my rock on, eh? You're not going to carjack him. That's one motherfucker that never got carjacked. Battalion, fucking brigades around him and shit. Couldn't even get near that motherfucker. Yeah, that's a full-blown dictatorship. Napoleon. Caesar really wanted. They had a senate in Rome. And so that wasn't a dictator. Alexander the Great, 400 years before that, that was the first democracy. That wasn't a dictator. Hitler, Mussolini of Italy, Napoleon of France, Genghis Khan, Saddam Hussein. They're dictators. Whatever they say, there's no second opinion. And they were, the most successful motherfucking countries in the world. the best run countries in the world. You can sit back and look at it now. Great military, great morale, no crime, great economies. I mean, they were great. Every one of them, Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great.
Who's Mussolini?
Huh?
What about Mussolini?
Mussolini was, after World War I, in the 20s, he became dictator of Italy. And then Hitler kind of copied off him. God, they built stadiums, their infrastructure, they were doing great. They were doing great. And then he joined with Hitler, and then Japan joined with Hitler, the Axis powers, and then the whole world ganged up on him. You know? Yeah, he was a communist. He was like a dictator communism, but they were communism right after Russia. Communism, you got Russia, you got China. They usually got one leader, and they have like a Senate that's controlled by that leader. So it's like a dictatorship, but it's like a mild dictatorship, a watered down, but on the same lines. It never worked for Cuba. They're in a mess right now. They're in a revolution. But what you had was massive morale, pride of country is what they stand for. You're German. You're better than anybody else. We are the shit. You're French. We're French. We're the best. It's just the morale's so high.
What's North Korea right now? That dictatorship?
He's a dictator and communist. Yeah, like China and Russia. And they're doing crap. They can't even feed their people. All the people are dying of COVID. South Korea adopted democracy like the United States. They're one of the best economies in the world. And they're big as Louisiana. They're like the fourth biggest economy in the world. South Korea. They're a great little place. See if America ever had a dictator like Hitler or Napoleon. Could you imagine? You think you're powerful now. You'd be 1,000 times more powerful if we had a dynamic fucking leader. My God, I couldn't imagine. It'd be the Third Reich on steroids. It'd be awesome. That's probably why God didn't want that. It'd be too powerful. Everybody on the same page, everybody in the military. Man, you're fucking, nobody would touch that. It'd be the strongest thing in the history of the world. Where us, we'll get a good leader for 50 years, we'll have somebody like that now. We'll be drugged through the fucking mud, looking like crap, and still be a great country. And that's just what we got now. So you're going from a dictator to a mentally retarded fucking retard, man. It's pathetic. Fetterman, yeah, Elon Musk is one of my favorites. Anybody who write a check for $44 billion, kind of a successful guy. Okay, so he's Republican too. He said America's a great country in spite of them punching themselves in the face all the time. He hit it right on the fucking thing. If we would get our ducks in a row, we could beat it. But we'll do something great and we'll fuck 90 things up. Just fucking. And it's amazing. Our 90% shit, 10% good, we're still great. Yeah, he owns Tesla, owns Twitter, owns SpaceX rockets. He's ready to buy the Facebook or something of it. When he sees it, he writes a check. And he's kind of like Trump. He don't care what you say. He don't really give a fuck. He says what he wants to say. He's kind of a old style dude.
He believes Putin's probably richer than him. He believes that. Elon Musk.
He could be. I mean, he could be. He's an absolute ruler of fucking Russia. I mean, that's why China, you say something bad, you'll disappear. They'll never find you, man. You can't go over there and be like we are over here. Here's another thing Biden just did. And then trading one of the most dangerous men in the world, this motherfucker, they just traded for that girl. Selling arms to Syria and Saudi Arabia, killing American troops. That's why we had him locked up. That's why the CIA locked this guy up. And we trade him for General Westmoreland. No, one of our students, Henry Ford, MacArthur. No, it was a basketball player. A basketball player, for God's sake. There's an important motherfucker we need. One that don't even stand for the fucking national anthem. So that was, he should have been hung upside down in town square and gutted like a carp for doing something like that.
You know, Joe,
that's something you never see Donald Trump do.
If the CIA did what they used to do 25 years ago, people would disappear.
That guy wouldn't even have lived, no.
No, they did if the CIA would make them disappear.
Exactly.
Not now.
No.
They're pussies now.
No, yep. So that was
Because they're gay.
Talk about
It's crazy. So you got that
trade there. We're taking in not only people from, we're taking in other countries. We're taking in we're not set up for that. It's biblical, and he does nothing. He trades the most dangerous man in the world for a fucking goddamn basketball player. Sends the United States Air Force to pick these motherfuckers up with refugees hanging on our C-50. That was the first thing that I hated his guts for, along with being a 5-time deferment from Vietnam. Didn't even surround the perimeter with your fucking recon Marines and your Green Beret. You fucking secure the perimeter before you send the Air Force in, you idiot. He didn't even do that. Oh, go and send them in like we're a taxi cab. Yeah, that was so. He's made some of the worst moves I've seen in my life, and I know history. He is definitely the worst by far. Jimmy Carter, Herbert Hoover. There's been a couple bums, but not like they don't stack up against this motherfucker.
He was a worthless one.
He couldn't get it done. He had the fucking 300 hostages over there. No, 150 hostages for a year, 300 days. They're in the desert, and he sends helicopters in. And the sand went up and fucking down the helicopters. Instead of Humvees, or the SEALs or Recon Marine getting them out the back with fucking Jeeps, he sent helicopters in the desert. Okay, he wasn't a veteran, he was a farmer. Then his gas went through the roof. His economy wasn't no good.
What did he do too? That was bad. He made your Social Security where it was not taxable. We didn't pay taxes on Social Security at one time.
Certain states still don't. Some do, some don't.
We do. Oh no, none of it was.
No.
So a federal tax.
Yeah.
There's no federal tax on it at one time. I think we need him to run this plant.
And then on top of that, the mass 18 eggs are $5.99. They were $1.90, man, 2 years ago. People were wanting for one egg, a half egg. Bacon $9 a pound. Mayonnaise $5.90 a jar. I mean, it's biblical.
What do you think?
It didn't go up 1 or 2%. It went up like 300%. That's
I'll whip you up some sour cream.
He definitely needs to be shot. Got to hit. Look, I'm 92 days to retire. I'm the fucking warranty on a battery. I'm going to the garden section at Home Depot. You want the boxwood or do you want the daffodils, miss? You want the boxwood or the rosebush?
I want one egg. Tell Wavy that story. Hey, a lady.
You're buying in Dundalk at the fucking produce stand. I know the man who owned it. Had a lady come up, old lady, and I bought one egg. True story. That's how I'm married with all the millions of fucking illegal bulldogs coming in the country. You're giving them food cards, and our people ain't even got nothing to fucking eat.
Yeah, and then you got free medical insurance too coming in here.
Not good, Mo. Definitely not 1976. That was the best year in the United States.
What? That's when Jimmy Carter got elected. Come on.
That was a bicentennial. That was a fucking great year, man.
No, it wasn't. Jimmy Carter got elected to 1980.
That didn't mean nothing. That was the bicentennial of America. You had no DUI. You had all union jobs. You had great music, great cars. You had national pride. You look at that flag, it meant something. Not today. You had no fucking cameras. You had no 9/11. You had no AIDS. You had no COVID. That was a good year.
And all the gay people were dead. Right?
After that,
Hey Joe, back then all the gay people were dead too.
hey, that was my favorite. I got my
They were dead.